I'm actually, this is a big surprise. I was kind of planning on doing a live stream, and then I decided not to, but then I decided to. I don't know how long it's going to go. I don't know how engaging it might be, but I figured I would jump on. I had a it's funny. I woke up this morning. Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Matt. If you're watching this in the future and you're just like, wow, I'm gonna watch some random guy that I don't know, or maybe you do know, but whatever. I'm gonna watch some guy blather. Hey Joy. The other thing I thought would be nice is that normally I'd never jump on during this time of day. So as far as audience goes, I think we might actually get some new characters in here than my ordinary episodes. But real quick, my name is Matt. I'm talking to you from Ningbo, China. Hey, Kel. KL? Are you in KL? Is that KL in your name? Kuala Lumpur? Yo. I'm talking to you from Ningbo, China, south of Shanghai. Hey, Arena Wong. Sure is starting off with a bang, eh? Arena says 2021, just keep surprises keep coming. Anyways, I'm 2 hours south of Shanghai by fast train, and I'm an American. I've lived in China for 10 years, over 10 years now. Geez, over 10 years. I've been majority in China for almost 11 years. I have been traveling to China for 15 years. Patty Ann, what a day. That's just DJ T conceded, sort of. Well, he's conceded. No. He did not concede. He said he was going to go through the transfer of power, but he literally said he would not concede. Yeah, Donna, 4 people died. The one person, I think we all have seen the video. Did everybody see the video? If you hadn't seen the video, maybe you shouldn't. It was actually a friend of mine sent me the video of, if you guys are watching this long time from now, the Capitol protest happened this morning in China, yesterday evening in America. And as an American, I woke up in China to this. I'm in a very quiet part of the world. Is 4 people, Rena. 4 people died. And China, I woke up on my boring day. I had a talkie video that came out. It wasn't a live stream. It was a talkie video about what my plans are, because my videos are sort of running slim, and I have this period of time where I'm waiting for clips for another video project. So I just was like doing the update, and then I'll wake up, think about the song. What's that song? It's that track it's a very famous Perfect Morning, Sun Rising, and it goes dun 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 dun, and then the birds are chirping, and it's like that was my morning. And then I just open my phone, and what is funny is that I normally keep my phone near my bedside. My bedroom is across the way. I normally keep my phone in my bedside, and I left it here in my office. Oh, my office area. I live in a closet. My office is a closet, okay? It's just office is a closet. Anyways, I left my phone here because it was almost dead, and I didn't want to put it on a battery charger, so I just left it here. And as a matter of fact, on the phone that you're looking at right here, I've been loading my maps for the entire world, for my world cycle tour. I'm normally cycling. Hey, Tyler, how's it going, buddy? Tyler in focus. Crazy, right? Crazy. Anyways, I left my phone here, and when I came in here, get ready for the day, got my coffee and everything, and then I opened my phone, and I'm like, grr, grr, grr. And then I was hit with a major reality check. What madness? Sometimes, there's a perspective I've learned from being abroad. It's a perspective that I don't think you can have without living abroad. I think that traveling, it really cuts through the bullshit, It helps you to understand media in a new way. It helps you to understand news. It helps you to digest things. Hey, Phil Ho, how's it going? Deadpool, hey. Moshka Raver. Moshka Raver. Americans value democracy and Trump is trying to destroy. Well, you know, if you want to say America in quotes, I mean, it's crazy, you know. This is a beautiful scenery line. Hey, Ben, how? Tristan, how you doing? Sky. Oh, good evening from Ningbo. Hey. Yo, yo, yo. Brisbane. Hi, John. Hi, Shanghai. Clark. Haas. Well, you know, I have a tough time because I lived in Michigan before I moved to China. Hey, Anson, how's it going? And I lived with a lot of Trumpers. I grew up with them. A lot of them I didn't realize. You know, I think we grew up, a lot of us who aren't Trump fans, we grew up with people who became Trump fans. And we, holy shit, I never even saw that in you. Like it's a thing. It's like a switch, you know, the Trump switch is up or down. But it's not so easy, right? I was listening to a podcast. If you guys have a chance, a great podcast to listen to is called The Daily. It's is it the New York Times? I think it's the New York Times. It's a daily podcast. And the last episode of The Daily, let me find it in my phone so I can show it to you. It's called A Historic Night in Georgia, Part 2. And the Historic Night in Georgia Part 2 was very enlightening because it chronicled the people who support Trump, and it showed their desires and frustrations and motivations. And now I don't understand why people have put so much faith in the man. As far as a businessman goes, there have been more reputable businessmen in the history of the world. I like to think of Jimmy Buffett, Warren Buffett, a very, very rich man, but lives a fairly modest life. He's a money mover. He understands markets better than anybody. And I believe in his core that guy's got a moral compass. I never saw Trump as a guy that had a moral compass. Jimmy Buffett too, but I don't think the world would be a better place. Well, well, who would be a better leader in this world, Jimmy Buffett or Warren Buffett? Jimmy Buffett would probably just be like, see you later, I'm gonna go have a cheeseburger in paradise. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, see you later. But this lady in the daily podcast was talking about how when Donald Trump was in his rallies in the beginning, yeah, Anson, Warren Buffett. We would think Warren Buffett would do better. I think Warren Buffett would probably be a pretty good president. I don't think he wants to be president, which is why I think he'd probably make a pretty good president. They pretty much say that's what makes a sleazy politician, is a guy that really wants to be a politician, right? Oh, Eva and Annie are back. But, I mean, I think that it's just... they're going to want to come in here. I thought I had a little bit more time before they came here. But this podcast talked about one of the early people who got indoctrinated by Trump. And he was talking about NAFTA. And he was saying to the audience at the rally, he said, I don't agree with NAFTA, but I don't agree with one of the parts of NAFTA. And this part of NAFTA needs to be strengthened. I don't want to knock down NAFTA, but I want this to be changed. And so she heard that and said, okay, that sounds good. It identifies with me. I don't think that everything Donald Trump has ever said is wrong. That's not how it works. You're just not all bad or all good. There's always a mixture. And of course, they're going to hit some things. Oh, I don't like corruption. I don't like terrorism. Oh, I don't like these things. And so people latched onto that. But the other thing that was interesting is that she said, Donald Trump said, tomorrow, the media is going to blast me X, Y, and Z. He said, the media is going to blast me these ways. They're going to say, I said NAFTA should be destroyed. I said all of these things. And she's like, I remembered that. Then the next day, of course, he was attacked in those ways that media attacks him. And she said, he showed us what media was truly like. Now, it's funny because the only reason he knew the media was going to attack him that way is because that's exactly what he would have done in those circumstances, which shows the type of person he is. But in her view, he said something honest, and he read through the lines of the media and everything. And so he earned her trust. And I think there was a lot of these moments where he earned a little bit of trust and trust. He said things people like to hear, simple things, make America great, do all these things, boom, boom, boom. And over time, people became cultish. And I think yesterday was an example of just that woman that got murdered, not murdered. It wasn't murdered. She was trying to break into the Senate closed room. That lady that got shot and killed. She was angry. And Donald Trump stood up there and said, I know where your anger should go. Certainly shouldn't go through me. It needs to go to the Capitol. And I'm going to go with you. Go. And he sent off all these people. I don't know. Do you think that yeah, she was MAGA, Elizabeth, but she's still a human. I watched a clip of her where she was ranting to the camera. And she was, yeah, that was the lady that, who shot the lady that died of the gunshot? That was one of the police, or the security inside of the Senate building. I don't think you can even refer to those guys as security. Those guys were Capitol Police, you know. Trump is crazy. At least stop now. Joe Nix, this is not something you can simply reverse. This wasn't a rabble rouse. This was a lot of people. I think security guy inside, yeah, that shot her. And I mean, 4 people ended up dying. I don't know the story of the other 3, but we all saw, if we wanted to, or if we accidentally walked across it, saw the her death. And I saw a video of her, actually. A friend of mine sent it to me. Hello.
Hello.
What are you doing? Come here. You want to say hi to the camera? Were you at Mama's place?
Yeah.
Yeah? What did you get? Did you eat some food there?
Yep.
Yeah?
But I just want to know My Little Pony.
You forgot your My Little Ponies? Oh, no. Oh, Mommy wants you. Go. Close the door behind you, okay? Go on. Close the door. Bye-bye. Anyways, yeah, that was a good dose, right? I saw this video of this woman, and she was, first of all, she was driving. Now, I've driven and vlogged at the same time. I get shit for it, too. But at least when I drive and vlog, my camera's basically in front of me. So I'm kind of like looking at the road, and every so often I'll glance at the camera. This lady was driving, and she was looking at the camera that was down in her driver's seat. And man, she was railing on poop in the streets and dirty streets, and she was, I guess, from California, and just really angry. All the talking points. Hey, John. Nice. Now, nice that any terrorists know how easy it could. Isn't that crazy? I've been to the Capitol with my wife and kid, and most certainly, I would never be able to walk into the Capitol building the way that they did, armed and everything. There is really a strange juxtaposition when you look at the way the BLM protests were handled in the similar area and the way this was handled in that area. Now, this protest yesterday pretty much happened with the stamp of approval by the president. So I guess that's a real indicator there. Obviously, it's going to be handled differently because it was almost incited by the leader of the country. But the way it was handled this time was like, welcome. I saw a video, and I don't want to be polluted by clips, because actually, I don't know what was real, what was not, but I did see a clip of police officers walking up to the gate, dividing people from the Capitol, and they moved the gate open. I saw security or police or somebody that was on the other side that was supposed to be guarding things, taking selfie pictures with the protesters. And I don't like to really make it a black and white thing, but what would those people be taking pictures with aggressive protesters trying to encroach on them if they were black, and if they were protesting Medicare for all or some sort of socially benefiting policy, or trying to say, hell man, we should probably stop, and do some revamping of our police system or something. Do you think they would be as nice? I don't think they would be as nice. Meanwhile, these guys are coming through the Capitol with horns and beer bottles and guns, just going into the Capitol. I mean, I saw some videos of police defending, but what? I live in China, guys. I mean, I've been to Tiananmen, I've been to Beijing, I've been through around those Capitol buildings. I just, the craziness I see as an American living in China. Now, I don't know how many of you guys are living in China or know of China. I think my audience knows quite a bit about China, but America used to say they have a moral. I'm not American. That's news to me. I used to moral high ground, right? America had some moral high ground, so that if they wanted to police the world like they really enjoy doing it. This was me before I moved to China. Okay, I was in there. I was an American of the full degree, and I thought, well, you know what, America needs. Okay, this is an interesting thing, because I'm going to get into my mindset when I lived in America. I lived in Detroit. I was on the right side of things as far as right and left. And do you think that they're actually going to catch those people, John? I don't know. Anyways, when I was in Michigan, I used to see the news. I used to stand up. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United. Did I do the right hand? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic from which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, liberty and hope, and justice for all. Liberty and justice for all. It's been a long time. I would watch TV, proud to be an American. I would hear my parents talk. I would read stories about us fighting battles in parts of the world, trying to save and protect sections of the world. And I used to always think, well, we're so great. We are really, really good. We are the shining light on the hill. We are the example to the world. And from this example, we can spread our example everywhere. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great? Everybody wants to be like us. Everybody wants to be us. They have to want to be us. Look at how great we are. I mowed the lawn yesterday. Oh, just a nice cut grass lawn. It smells so good. Why wouldn't anybody want this? Why wouldn't anybody want this? And then I come to China, and listen, when I first came to China, I was like, oh, this place is a little dirty. Oh, nobody here speaks English. I was, okay. I learned Chinese over time, but I'm just saying. And I was like, this place is different. And, it's funny, as a traveler, we always have that. I've lost it over time, because I've traveled a lot of places. But if you stayed in your country for a long time and then first time going out, the first thing you're going to say is, ooh, this is different. A little scary. It's different. And it's funny, when you say that, you are reinforcing that idea that I thought when as a kid. It's different from me, from where I identify, my America. And so we think to ourselves, I'm different, so I think if we could make this place the same as where I'm from, I wouldn't feel it's so different, and everybody would be happy like my friends back home. That's what that American fighting spirit was for, I mean, that was what people needed, this Americanism. Because America's great. There's no faults in America. And then I started looking around. I've made a bunch of videos. You can see, do you stop? Oh, Dusty Bauer's back with his interesting comments. Do you stop all the CCP Chinatowns when you cycle to other countries? Very similar comments to the Dusty Bauer 1. See, he's Dusty Bauer 2.0. But anyways, what did I learn? I learned that America's got its fingers in a lot of dastardly things. I'm not saying that they're not great. I love America. But I do see some things happening in America that are turning towards a place I don't like. There's some people saying, Matt, why you're not in America anymore? You should be able to talk about it. But should we talk about greenhouses? Oh, Dusty. If you want to talk about greenhouses, I can talk about greenhouses, buddy. For those of you that don't know, Dusty was an old troll of mine that just went off the deep end one day, and I had to block him. But he came back, and he put a 2.0. He didn't even change his name. He put a 2.0 at the end. So let's see how long he can last, my friends. We're playing a game. Anyways, so I started seeing things, and I think that's back to what I was talking about. I think it's the only way you can really see the world is one of the only ways you can really get a good look at the world, by actually getting out there and traveling. Now, I want to make a video actually about how much I've traveled in China. As much as the people say, oh, JMac too. Oh, we've got the dueling duos. We'll see if we can get any more trolls in here, and we'll just have a good time. Anyways, a lot of people have said, I don't know China. I haven't been around as much as, say, other people who've been in China longer. I've been a lot of places, and I've seen a lot of different types of people. I've seen the rich Chinese. I've seen the poor Chinese. I've lived in guest houses in valleys and farmland, and I've also been and I've been up to the richest cities in the world. Have I lost weight? I think, you know what happens when I shave my face? I end up looking a little chunkier. I do have some meat here I should lose. But anyways, I'm going to try and finish my talks here without looking at the comments, because those comments, when they come in, it's like, oh. Anyways, so I came to China, not only China, Japan, Korea, North Korea, India, Europe. I've been different places. I've seen a lot of different ways of doing things. And as I started seeing different ways, I was like, if America did a little bit more like this country, that would work. And if America did a little bit more of this country, that would work. And if America like took little bits and pieces from whatever people did good, they'd do a little bit here, they'd do a little bit here, they could improve. But there's this mindset that I grew up with that pretty much nothing could make America better than what America is now. And it's strange because Trump has kind of created this, nothing can make America better than what America was. So there's a secondary thing. America is perfect, but not as perfect as it was. So we need to bring back the old perfect, to bring it here, to make it even more of the old perfect, make America great again. I think America could be greater for sure. All you'd have to do is start looking at different things, Obviously, I think one of the biggest problems with America is that money has infected everything. It's infected the majority of the Democratic Party. You want to come and say hi again? No.
We just got the My Little Pony.
You got the My Little Pony? Well, what happened? Did Mama bring it?
No,
Or did you find it? Oh, you brought it. Is that all it was?
No, I will go to see it.
Okay, close.
I will go to let you see it.
Close the door. Okay, bring it back. Well, younger I like. Younger is because I shaved the beard. Thinner, I have been exercising quite a bit. I've been working out. I've been working my ass off, actually. I only just realized this is live. Yes, Simon. This was an impromptu. We got 600 people in here. I'm talking in my room. Are those your My Little Ponies? Do you want to introduce them to everybody? I will put them up to the camera, and you tell everybody who they are, okay? Okay, first this one. Who is this? You don't know their names, do you? Who is this one?
Tree Night.
That's Tree Night? That's Tree Night. Now, there's ones with horns and wings, and there's ones without wings and without horns. And these are My Little Ponies, right? And my sister is when both of them were alive and I was younger, They used to love My Little Ponies. Can you sing the My Little Pony song? My Little Pony, My Little Pony. J-Mac, you are on notice here, buddy. You are really going off the deep end because that has no place in this live stream. So enjoy your last few messages if they're as toxic as your first few, if I catch them.
Daddy, hold it.
I should probably just block you anyways. Oh, okay. Especially when my daughter's on the camera. You're just such a stupid asshole. Sorry, she shouldn't hear that word. Anyways, every dad makes that mistake every so often. Anyways, what's his name? What's her name? I'm on camera, live stream. 636 people. Say hi to them.
What's this name, Eva?
What's this one's name? Butterfinger?
Sparkle?
Oh, you know all the names?
No, Riley.
Riley. Oh, what about this one? I like this one. It's got rainbow on it.
Rainbow Dash.
Rainbow Dash.
That's mom right there. Okay, honey, take them out. Daddy's having a serious conversation.
No, we have more.
Oh, we have more? Okay, which ones did I not show everybody? This pink one, right?
This one.
Okay, what is her name?
This one.
What's her name? Rainbow Dash. Which one is this one? Anybody?
Pinkie Pie.
Pinkie Pie?
Pinkie Pie.
Okay, that's it. That's finished, right?
No, this.
Oh, okay. Which ones is this one? You wanted me to show it. You should know the name.
Flute Shy.
Flute Shy. Very, very. Which one's your favorite? I think I know. Which one? Hold it. Hold it up. Say that one's my favorite.
That's my favorite.
Why is she your favorite?
Because it has diamonds.
Eva. You know why Eva likes diamonds? Because she can draw them really nice, right? Here. Take them away, baby. Whoa!
Which one you like?
I love them all, honey. I like the ones with the diamonds on them.
We love you and Mom. Let's go. Put on the bed. Oh,
Hey-oh!
no!
Hey-oh! Drop the horse.
Twilight Sparkle.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that, a little interlude. That was a nice breakup, right? A little dose of cutiness in there. Hey, Mark! What did I miss? I don't know. She should have her own channel, Ujiao says. Yes, for sure. Mom is so strict, haha. Li ya dai. You don't know the half of it. She's a tiger mom, fully through and through. Happy New Year from Auckland. Hey, yes, Auckland. Report this channel for promoting hate. J-Mac, you know the only one promoting hate? You, buddy. Big winner. Chicken dinner. I'm in a good mood. I shouldn't be because I woke up and looked at the news and I was in a horrible mood, but truth hurts. I'm going to leave you here just for comic relief. Anyways, I'm trying to read the comments. They're going really, really fast. Nathan, do you think the only one person to blame for this mess in the Capitol is Trump? Will they get punishment by law? Well, no, certainly not. I'm going to plug in my phone here before I go out of battery. I don't think he's the only, of course not. He's not the only one to blame. In fact, there is a plethora, a menagerie, if you will, of culprits, and they're on mostly the Republican side, but you can't say that the Democrats are innocent. They're complicit as all hell to, okay, who, was that Ben? Okay, let me see. How do I go to the sticker and see what you... After staying in China for a few years, you have now upgraded to Lao Wei version 2.0, and Eva is really cute. Ben Hao, Zhang, I'm sorry for not calling out your super chat. I apologize. Thank you very much. That will go towards a coffee for me and maybe an orange juice for Eva. But what she tends to do is say, I would like an orange juice, and you get her an orange juice, and then she doesn't drink the orange juice and says, why did you give me that orange juice? And then I go, because you asked for it. And then she goes, I didn't ask for it. And then I say, yes, you did. And then she says, I'm not going to drink it anyways. And rinse and repeat that story over and over all day long until you want to tear your hair out, which I have none left of. So go figure. Go figure how many times I've had that conversation. So, yeah, geez, where was I? Yeah, I think that everybody's, hey, Shu Gala, ni hao, you're in Shanghai. You're just up that way. I can see you right now. Matt, you look kind of younger. What happened? I trimmed my face. Hey, boss, didn't realize you were streaming. Lee, I didn't know I was streaming either. That's Barrett. Everybody say hi to Barrett. Did you decide on releasing the bike tour videos during the break? Why don't we talk about that? What do you think, Mark? Do you think I should? I looked through them. I think I got about 10 of them. I said I had more than a dozen, but I think I have about 10 good episodes. And time to go. Oh, Fred. Everybody, Fred here. Fred Culver, who just commented, Mr. Clean, Jayo Matt, get off to my second vaccine now. Fred is on a vaccine routine. He's got a special series of vaccines that he's taking, and it's like he's like on part of a limited group of people taking these vaccines, and he's been kind of reporting back to me about them. Fred, you're in Canada, right? Fred, you always send me wonderful landscape pictures, beautiful pictures. Matt, where can I find you in Ningbo? Right here. Yeah, anyways. Hey, a big fan from LA. Surprised to see this. You know what? I normally live stream at about 9:30 in the morning. And I decided to say, why don't I just open one up later? Because Eva and Annie weren't here. And I'd been all day, just one of those days that something so frustrating has happened that you just consuming news all day. I've been studying Chinese and working on my Chinese. I have my class today, learning Chinese. I got all my Chinese cards here. I'm chewing through them. I'm learning about, I don't know how many cards. This is how many cards I have now so far down in my brain. 左 qi chuan le. Yeah. Anyways, I'm working on them. I am focused now on a few different things, and learning Chinese is one of them. Nancy Lee, have I taken my vaccine? No, I have not taken my vaccine yet, but I'm not. I'm not. China doesn't have a lot of COVID right now, so you're still using physical flashcards. Yeah, I tried that. If I have an electronic phone and I'm doing the flashcards on my hand, I will end up flashcard, YouTube. That's Instagram. Geez. Oh, my friend messaged me. Twitter. Oh, geez, I'm gonna comment on that. Flashcard. Somebody messaged me. Yeah. If I know you can disconnect the phone, I know all of that. But I don't do that. John Kavanaugh says, did Bald and Bankrupt ever reply to your video? Well, that is interesting. He did reply to my video. He sent me a personal message through email. Did you guys hear that? What? My daughter. For those of you just joining, hi, my name's Matt. I'm in China, south of Shanghai, a few hours, and I'm an American, living in China for over 10 years, and I'm just sick of seeing America go nuts. And I thought maybe I could just open a live stream here and just talk to you guys, and we can kind of go through interesting stuff, but just talk about bullshit, you know. There's a lot of bullshit. But anyways, hey, Mr. Big, how's it go? Oh, long time. I haven't seen you in the chats. Well, I guess it's just having my my live stream open this late is quite different. Vote me to be the president of the United States? No, thank you. No, thank you. I want to cycle around the world. I'm not sad, Dazda, but is Serpent Sada a genuine YouTuber as he prayed? Oh, I don't want to talk about Winston. Is he here? I didn't see his name pop up. I don't think he's here. No, I don't want to talk about Winston. I am maybe a little sad. I'm frustrated that that was my third attempt on saying anything. Hi, Mr. Big. I'm sorry, buddy. There's a lot of messages here. You mentioned your sister passed away. What happened? Why doesn't anyone do YouTube videos on a bus from Chengdu to Chengdu? Why don't you, Dusty? If you think that would be interesting, go for it. What was that question? You guys keep distracting me. Not you guys, just you guys. Not you guys, but you guys. Figure out whoever I'm talking about. Okay. Sister passed away. I'll talk about it a little bit. My sister is a couple years younger than me. We grew up pretty close. Actually, I have two sisters. One is older. One's the oldest. I'm the youngest, and my middle sister always had some problems, and she looked at the dark side of the world all the time. She fed off sympathy and empathy that she extracted from people. And when I say she extracted it, it means that she lived her life in the sort of way that enabled pity. She would constantly lose jobs. She would constantly, oh, is that Serpenzade guy here? Yeah, there is a fake account with his name here. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's just go here and then just hide him. And then you know what? Dusty, hide you too. Bye. And J-Mac, you're the only one left, buddy. You're the only one left. Enjoy it. Suck, live in it. Anyways, yeah, Bald and Bankrupt. I'll do Bald and Bankrupt, and then I'll finish my sister's story. Okay. So Bald and Bankrupt. Let's see. I wrote his email. I'm gonna pull it up and I'll read it for you. Bald. And it was really interesting. Okay. This email was sent to me on December 1st, so fairly recently, Tuesday. He said, "Hey Matt, someone just sent me a link to your video about me. Nice to hear some kind words in a world of videos where people just try to drag each other down and hate on them. You have a cool channel and congrats on your soon-to-be arriving silver play button." This was before I had 100,000 subscribers. "All the best for 2021. Best regards, Ben." Now, if you guys don't know who I'm talking about, Ben is the guy that runs a channel called Bald and Bankrupt, and he got COVID, and he had a really, really tough time of it. And he almost died. He saw some people dying next to him and in the hospital room. And he shared his experience of what happened in his YouTube channel. But then he stopped. He actually put the video on private, and he hid it. And I think he was under a lot of pressure from his subscribers, from media, from whoever, and he hid the video. But his video was so important because he was a COVID denier. So he was like that sort of, hey, William family, Happy New Year to you too. He was one of those people that would deny the virus existence, and he traveled around and he was a bit flippant with regards to his behavior. And when he did that, all of his subscribers saw that. They saw, Ben's going around. He's not getting COVID. That means that I should be safe to go around too. But then he caught COVID. And he was the perfect person to catch COVID. No offense to him. I explained this all in the video. He was the perfect person to get COVID because he was the person who would identify closely with the people who don't think it's a big deal. If I got COVID or if I preach COVID, nobody's going to listen to me as much. Well, everybody that worries about the virus knows me. You know what I mean? But the people that didn't worry about the virus listened to him. So if he had a story of how horrible the virus was, what his audience needs to hear is that story. So he privatized the video, and I was like, oh my God, I think people need to hear about this. So I found clips of it. I was able to scrape some of the video from different channels, and I made a video about him and the story that he told. And there was a lot of people that came to me and said, "You're drafting off of his success. Shut up about him. He didn't even get COVID. He pulled all this stuff down. They were giving me all this shit for it." And I said, well, you know what? It's an important message. And I hope some people hear it. And I hope some people have seen, who know Bald and who don't believe in the virus, might listen to his story and maybe take some precautions. And for him to say thanks He didn't really get into all of the details. He didn't give me all the reasons why he pulled it down, but he at least admonished me with a compliment instead of a negative. And by doing that, it was very nice because obviously he has his reasons for pulling it down, but for him to tell me, hey, give me sort of a pat on the back, cool bud, at least I didn't insult him, which is something I didn't necessarily want to insult him. The majority of U.S. population live their life like a road in the bottom of a well, thinks the patch of sky. Well, the frog, right? No, you don't have to retract that message. That was a good message to leave, true Hong Konger. There's a lot of people that live like the frog in the well. I was actually in in Chongqing in a huge sunk sinkhole, the deepest sinkhole in the world, actually. And when I went down at the bottom, the guy that was with me said there's a Chinese proverb that says, I will mobility today. Thanks for reminding me. And I looked up and there was a section of sky that you could see, not the whole sky. And they said, it's like the frog in the well. And I said, what do you mean? He says, well, a frog at the bottom of the well thinks that the whole world that exists is only the world that they can see at the top of the well. Of course, as you start rising yourself out, you see more of the world and eventually you see the whole world. And I think that is a great analogy for travel. As like even me in America, in Detroit, I was at the bottom of the well. And then as I traveled, as I had more experiences, as I met more people, I started rising out of that well. And eventually, well, I'm still in a well. I don't think anybody ever gets out of the well. That would be like nirvana, right? You have this perfect, you know everything. Nobody knows everything. But you do have an opportunity to see more as you rise out of that well. Back to my sister. So my sister fed off of empathy. She fed off of pity more than empathy. She always got herself in situations where life would deal her a negative blow, and she would look at it negative. I lost a job. You wouldn't hear the end of it. Oh, that job did me wrong. And she would look, wow, a big one is fat, right? You know, girls, they want to be skinny and everything. With my sister, it was an obsession. I'm fat. I'm fat. And she would say I'm fat so many times. She would do it to elicit a reaction from me, her son, her brother, you know. I'm fat. Am I fat, Matt? No, you're not fat. Really? I says, you're not. I'm fat. I feel fat. Now, of course, we've all had that, right? If we have sisters. But when you multiply that out by hundreds and thousands, you end up getting this mindset of, I'm fat, I'm fat. You ask me that every single day. You're not fucking fat anymore. Just shut up. I was getting tired of it. I couldn't feed into it anymore. She would suck all the energy out of me just to compliment her and make her feel better about herself, just constantly, nonstop. Can't you support yourself? Look at the silver lining on the dark clouds if you think they're dark clouds. Find the good in things. Stop this. Stop this. It's not doing you any good. And so her life continued that way. It happened with I'm fat when she's younger. And then she got older and it was my boyfriend's beat me or my boyfriend this. And again, the empathy would pour out. Oh my God, that's a horrible thing. You need to get rid of that guy, blah, 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 blah. And then it would go beyond. She would find another guy. One story, okay, you do better. But every time she finds a boyfriend, there's some sort of major issue that would elicit empathy from everybody. Pity. Oh, poor Tammy, she this or that, whatever. And it just was too much all the time. And as she grew up, the problems inflated. And as the problems inflated, its effect on everybody in my entire family. We would have meetings. This is kind of a personal story, but I think it might apply to people out there. So I think it's important. We would have meetings where the entire family would sit down and say, what are we going to do? What are we going to do about her? What can we do about her? And I would always stand up and say, listen, there's a point where we all got to say, you got to stand on your 2 feet. She's not being helped by us. She takes our help and it feeds her negativity. And I'm getting to the point of this whole thing. It was chronic, guys. It was not, I've heard people, because I've told this story to a few of my really close friends, and they'll say, I know we have one of those people, and we'd always start comparing notes, and I think I'd always edge out, and they'd say, wow, she was really troubled. And one of you asked how she got that way. I don't know. My older sister's not like that. My family, nobody in my family's like that. And anyways, it got worse and worse. And, I'm addicted to drugs all of a sudden. Well, let's get you help. We'll try to help you. But then she'd get addicted to more drugs, because the more drugs she took, the more help and assistance and pity she would get from everybody. Then, it just kept going on and on and on and on. And I was always the one. I might have been one of the reasons I moved to Vegas, because I moved to Las Vegas at one point in time. A lot of times I felt like maybe that was the only way I could get away from that aspect. It was so heavy. It was so bearing on everything. And then while I was living in Las Vegas, she went down really hard. I mean, it was just, I was getting calls from home. Chaos. What are we going to do about her? What are we going to do? And you're right, poor woman. Like, I don't know what to do. But if you said poor woman, it would literally be giving her exactly what she wants in order for her to get worse, right? So the harder you cared for her, the worse she would get. The harder you cared for her, the more she would say, this is what's getting me attention and care, and the worse she would get. And I was the only one really on the outside screaming at everybody, stop helping her. Stop it. You're hurting the whole situation. And listen, she had doctors, she had psychiatrists, we sent her to Spain, as a matter of fact, on an exchange program. We tried everything, getting her outside of the state, giving her help, putting her through Dale Carnegie, programs, all sorts of things. And finally, what happened was, I was living in China and she died, So, no, it's okay, Ujiao. This story is understandable. This is a long time ago. This is like over 10 years ago. And the story is important because of what I'm going to talk about here. Because when she passed away, it was even before that, when she was getting really bad, I started realizing that she epitomized all of the things that I thought. She was probably the most important person in my entire life. She was the person. Few people ever are exposed to somebody that is like, you can look at this person and say, every step she made was leading down a path to a bad place, right? Every single step she took led her in a direction of darkness, right? The way she, like, and then how old am I? I'm 41. And so then you look at the situation of most people, right? And me included. I used my sister as a lens to examine myself. And that's really important, to use the actions and lives of other people. I always look at the lives of other people when I travel. I'm always trying to think about, what are they doing good that I can do? What are they doing bad that I shouldn't do? My sister was an extremely important focal point on that. Because I often decided that pity was important, like, oh, poor me. Oh, I didn't get the job I wanted. Oh, I didn't. Thank you very much sorry for the lost messages. It was a very long time ago. But I was able to, there's a saying in Christianity, what would Jesus do? WWJD. I'm not a very religious person, but I understand the meaning of it. Look at all the good things that Jesus did in his life. And if you can mold yourself and life around there and think about everything that you do, would Jesus do that? What would I? Well, I sort of took the opposite tack. I thought, what would my sister do in any circumstance? And I said, I am going to do just about the opposite of that. I look chunky. You look cute or chunky. Don't lose weight anymore. Sorry. I like being thin. But if this has been so important to me, that what would my sister do mentality is the reason I am who I am today. If you guys like me, it has a lot to do with my sister. If you guys hate me, it probably has a lot to do with my sister too. But I'm very happy with who I am today, because I looked at everything and I thought, am I trying to extract empathy for something undeserved? That would be something that she would do. So I stopped it immediately. No more, you know. Am I afraid of doing something for sake that I might fail? Forget about that. Out the window. That's something she would think. Do I criticize, or do I try to, like, the biggest thing that I would do that I wouldn't do that she would do is look at things from a negative perspective. Because her perception, the glasses that she wore, saw everything as negative. I lost a job. Damn it. What is the world doing to me? I would lose a job and say, thank God I lost that job. Time for the next big opportunity. Time for the next big loss. Because every time you lose a job, you have an opportunity to get a better one. I'm going to work harder. Lost that job, damn it. I'm going to go get a job at McDonald's till something else pops up. And I worked a lot of jobs, guys. I've worked more jobs. I've worked 60 plus jobs in my life. I have folded clothes at Old Navy. I've mended boat tops. I've worked in restaurants, sweeping floors. I have been an expediter. I have been a dishwasher. I have been a lawnmower. I've been a landscape artist. I've been a woodworker. I've been a roofer. I've been, everything, and every job I've had has given me more. You know what's crazy? This videos thing that I do now on the internet, if I actually look at the things that I do on this channel, I think I can probably take a little bit from every job I've ever lost. Like, a lot of people would think of a job loss as a tragedy, but I am so thankful that I've had all of these little jobs, and I did lose them. Because if I still had those jobs, I'd probably still be working at Old Navy. I'd probably still be mowing lawns. I'd probably still be doing some other thing. But instead, all of those little experiences created this, which makes me so happy. Talking to all of you guys, expressing my thoughts. I have a video, actually, a bunch of videos from a trip that's going on soon, where I actually do some monologues and I talk about them. One of them, I'm riding a camel and I'm talking about some things. People message me all the time and have said, thank you, Matt. You helped me get through a hard time this time. You gave me insight, or you helped me travel, or whatever. And I don't think I would be in this position if I didn't have all those losses in my life. I don't think I would be in this position if something good or wrong didn't happen. I'm thankful for everything. You know what I mean? So, Ben Howe, there's a saying that destiny often uses our mistakes and regrets to promote our growth and progress. That is very true. Trolls are here. Let's see if I can clear this thing out of trolls. I think I don't see him here. If I see him, JJ is, whatever. He can make statements about things. I don't really care. Trolls, you know what the thing is, guys? That's another thing. It's just trolls, man. They're everywhere. You're not going to get rid of them. They're going to be squawking and everything. I think the trolls are running the house now. What's that? The patients are running the asylum. And I don't know what the solution is. I've kind of reserved myself to let them just squawk. Just don't give them so much oxygen. If they're saying bullshit, just let them say bullshit. They just want to say, if they say it enough, I'll block them. Hey, Matt, how's it going, man? I heard lots of people said that today's incident is a turning point for the USA. What do you think? Alan, yeah, it's certainly a turning point. But the whole last 4 years and has been a turning point. The whole last decade has been a turning point, actually. I mean, the end of Obama's term, and then the rise of Trumpism was a vote against what was Obama and stuff. And what is that? I love nuts and cats. That is a cool name. Who said? What did I love cats and nuts say? Get a moderator. I don't know. That's what these chats are about, right? I mean, the whole point of this chat is to talk about what craziness happened, and I think that let's let all the thoughts in here. How much is Guelo selling girls to you for it? See, that one is going to get you blocked because that one's just stupid. So, yeah. See, that's how that works. Anyone that doesn't agree with Trump is a traitor. That's the problem, guys. That's the yeah, the lunatics have taken over the asylum. Because listen, guys, if you're still a pro-Trump guy or girl, what the hell is the motivation for you? He told you guys to go to the White House and kick up some ruckus. I'm going to go with you, he said. And he didn't go with you. He didn't go with you. He's the epitome of the snowflakes that you criticize from day to day. And you know what? By calling everybody traitors and trolls and stuff, you are the snowflakes. That's exactly what snowflakes would say. You guys are the enemy of the people. Blah, blah, blah. That sounds like a thing a snowflake would say. A real person, a real man, would go out there and try and make change. Be an example. Be a leader. Listen, I was not a fan of Trump way off the bat. Even when before he was elected, I made a video that said, we are electing a bull in a china shop. You guys remember that? It was the big video I made, China is the safest country video that's become very popular. At the end of that, it was right about the time Trump was running for office, and I said, we are hiring a bull in a bull in a china shop. And now, I knew it. I knew it that as long as nothing crazy happens during the entire administration, we're probably going to get through it. But then COVID came, and that changed everything. Monetary policy is easy. What is that? Thank you. A real person would argue their case like an adult or shut the fuck up. Yes, sir, Stephen. Thank you very much for that super chat. But, you know, I always thought that what Trump was doing, the good things everybody thought he was doing, was easy. It's very easy to try to leverage tax policies to give the rich a hell of a lot, give the poor a little bit more than they were getting. It's pretty easy to make the stock market rise if you're disregarding environmental policies and disregarding this and that, you know. And so these things were easy. These things were easy. What did you say, Wu Jiao? Remove and arrest immediately. That's very easy to do those things. But a pandemic requires humility because people are going to get hurt. It requires empathy because people are going to die. Humility and empathy are not things that Donald Trump has ever had or will ever have. And so I knew then that the leader that provided everybody with tax cuts that everybody was happy with is going to become the leader that everybody is freaking out about because he's letting citizens die and could give two shits about a pandemic, you know. Hey, man, I don't like Sleepy Joe either. Joe Biden is not my first choice. If you guys know me and my channel, you know that I'm a supporter of Bernie Sanders. This was a guy I thought had a pretty decent moral compass. But if you put Biden and Trump next to each other, 1,000,001 times I will choose Biden. Is a better of two evils, for sure. But yeah, you know what? That's a good point too. Ren Wang, I think the takeaway is that the two-party system doesn't work like the U.S. has been preaching. It creates a divide in the country, not unity. Yep. The problem is that if we did want to start up a third party, let's say the progressives, and do like a Bernie Sanders thing, then they would boot him out. There was no way that a third party could actually get traction. Never really. So it's quite crazy. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating. And, you know, I live in China, so I've seen the system of government here, and I love horses too, Feng Ye Cross. That's a well substantive, that is a substantive comment to this conversation, and I like it. Winnie the Flu. Oh, that's creative. Oh, that is, oh, so good. John Kavanaugh, you're probably second or third time asking me if I visited Japan. What I would like you to do is go on YouTube and plug in Jayo, Jayoe, and Japan. You'll get your answer. Actually, you get a lot of answers. About 80 answers, I think. I made 80 answers there. People look out for trolls. Trolls are right. Gotta go. Need food. Have a stream, Matt. Everyone have a good day, afternoon. Bye. See you later, Lee. Take it easy, buddy. Get some good food. What are you eating? What are you eating? Tell me what you're eating for dinner. I had some stew, some beef stew. It was pretty damn good. Trump knocked. The reason I really wanted to make this is so that we could all talk, you know. I don't do a lot of live streams like this, so I thought it'd be nice if we could just chat. I actually wanted to do it outside. KFC Lee. Listen, bro. You know what? I talked to Lee a while back. What were we talking about? Okay, I'm gonna tell the world about your Christmas stickers, Lee. Okay, so Lee Barrett and I often talk, and we're buddies. And Lee sent me a picture of something in his apartment, and in the background of the picture, I saw the sliding doors to his balcony, and I was like, did I just see that? And I looked in the balcony, and there was clings, you know, the clings that go on the window, and the clings on the window were Christmas clings. Those Christmas stickers, and it said Happy New Year on it. And I looked and I said, hey Lee, how long are you gonna let those clings stay on there? And it was sort of a joke. Actually, it's okay. You could still have Christmas. We still have the Christmas tree out. So I wasn't really giving him a hard time. I always just thought it was funny that he had Christmas clings. And he volunteered the information that those Christmas stickers have been on his window for 3 years. You had those stickers on your window for 3 years. Now that is a very China thing, because I will actually go in the summer, walk around the streets, and still see Santa Claus stickers and stuff, and New Year stickers hanging off here and there. So I'm like, wow, Lee, you're a lot more China than I am, because I'll take that tree down. 3 years. Anyways, back to the thing. You didn't have to say you were eating a Kentucky Fried Chicken. This is a chat. You could say anything you want. You could have said that you were going to a fine restaurant, the Sichuan, or having a great steak. But nope. You know what? Honesty. I'm going to KFC, and I'm proud. Those are my stickers. Hell yeah. They've been up for a decade. And you know what? They ain't coming down. Not till I leave this house. You're going to have to peel those stickers off those dead windows. My cold dead hands. Take it easy, Lee. Take it easy, man. I'm not giving Lee any shit. I'm just joking with him. He knows that. It's harmless. I am having Xmas chocolate in bed from Sydney. Well, jayo to that. Bye, Lee. Gaylord Manlove. You know, with a name like Gaylord Manlove, everything that you say must be really picked over and taken in by a willing public. I mean, that's a beautiful name, spouting beautiful bullshit. Congratulations. Oh, that name. Okay, so anybody want to shut down the Gaylord Manlove? I'm going to give you one more chance, and then you're off the channel, buddy. But we have really enjoyed you here. You've given us some interesting things to chew on, and yeah. That name, though, I almost want to leave him just because of that shitty ass name. Oh, that's it. Oh, you did it. Congratulations. You're out of here. So, anyways, don't let him go. Rena, I'm sorry. He's gone. Okay, so Let's see. We need a clown like him, Gaylord. That's true, Nancy. Well, I am pretty sure with the size of this chat that there will be another. There will be another. Get serious. Wu Zhao, can Trump create a scenario where he stays in office? No. Yeah, I mean, he can create a scenario. He can create a scenario. He can go to the door. He can lock it. He can put a pillow up against it in a chair like they do in the movies, which I never quite understood. How the hell does a chair keep a door? You're just going to knock the chair down. I don't know. Does a chair really do a good job? I don't think so. And then he can sit and hide under his desk like a pussy. And then his plan will be foiled by security who's going to come in and take him out. That's pretty much how it would go down. I mean, everybody in America so far as the leaders in military have said that there's not going to be a coup. You know, they're not on board with whatever he wants. I even think at this point, I'll tell you what, I'm hoping that today in America, that they kick him out. You know, they gave him the keys to the car and he ran the car into the neighbor's house. You got to take the keys away. Okay? I mean, I think this should have happened a long time ago. He promised a transmission of power. He promised a lot of things. What is his definition of a transfer of power? There's a lot of things that he interprets in his head that aren't interpreted on other places. So I don't know. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. He's a big dude. Why do you still refer to your biggest critics as friends? I don't refer to Winston and Matt as my friends. They are most certainly not my friends anymore. Matt's never been my friend. I don't know Lawa 86 much at all. And to be honest, if you look at the videos, he doesn't really take part in much of the criticism. Winston does, and he used to be my friend a long time ago. No, he's not. So, you know, no. I'll still treat him cordially because I'm not the type of person that will, like, he's jumped in on my live streams and I'll still acknowledge him, but I'm not a spiteful person. What would my sister do? You know what I mean? That really guides my life. You know what I mean? Like, really, really does. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I was talking about the death of my sister and how she was quite a negative person. And so I look at everything that I could have a reaction about and I say, what would she do? And I try and do the opposite. I try to inherit and think about all the bad things that I could do and how I could think and what I could react to things. And I try to do the opposite. Sometimes it does myself a disservice. Listen, if I wanted to grow my channel, hitting at Winston and having Winston hitting back at me all day long, big videos, I could get up to 500,000 subscribers, I'm pretty sure. I have a lot to say about him. I've thought about the things he does. It drives me crazy. I just can't stomach the idea of attacking. I've never been that type of a person. I'm a defender. I'll defend myself. But I certainly don't like to, I don't like it. It doesn't make me feel good. It does, I like to show you guys, Winston is, you know, Winston is Serpent's Eye. I don't know. I don't want to talk about him too much, but the way that I might fight back at what they say is by showing you my perspective. You know, I show you what I see, and I let you guys decide. The sad thing is, and this is another thing I'd like to talk about. You know, it's so funny. A lot of people have been giving me shit because a lot of my videos recently have these crazy clickbaity titles, crazy clickbaity covers. I mean, they're really charged. That's the only way anybody listens these days. It doesn't matter if your content is clean. If you have clean content, like nice stuff, I don't want to say clean. I'm a normal guy. I say bad words here and there. But if you have clean content, but let's see what I'm looking at. If you have clean content and clean covers, no one's going to watch your videos. They're just not. Humans these days are attracted to frustration. As much as they say they're not, they are. They want to watch that stuff. They want to get riled up. And so, you know, I've had to change my ways. Like if you look at my old videos, the content was so nice. I liked it. I put a lot of like really beautiful views in my video covers and stuff, you know, a landscape. But if I stepped on a bug halfway through, if I did the dead bug, even if it was just a snippet of the video, that video would get 10 times as much views as any sort of beautiful video. So if I want people to watch what I make, which I do, because I like the perception that I have of the world and I want to share it, you know. I'm glad I can see you, but you can't see me picking my nose. Yes, I can. Yeah, that's a good thing. Anyways, so yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Where's your mustache, Mata? You look so young. It's not really a mustache. I normally have a beard. I've had a mustache before, and I've had the goatee. Hey, Matt, you should check out Shane B. Twitter. You'll see women got... Oh, I saw that. I saw that video, Kevin, of the woman getting shot. You can even see her convulsing as the life exits her. So what do you think about Trump 2024? Son, it's impossible. Trump's gone. Trump's a disease that either January 20th or hopefully a little bit earlier will be gone. But Trumpism isn't going anywhere. And there's too many people. 70 million people voted, 70 million people voted for him. So, yeah, I think that too. Trump is probably not going to have a very good next 4 years. The stress is going to be big. He's going to have, you know, he wanted to run to Scotland after the inauguration. He's like, I'm going to go to Scotland. And Scotland was like, nope, you ain't coming here. The leader of Scotland was like, we are on lockdown, buddy. You're about as diseased as everybody else. You're not getting a free pass to come into Scotland. And then one of the people in the Scotland government said that you come to Scotland, go ahead, we'll arrest you just like everybody else, and we'll hack into your finances because you've been doing money laundering through the golf course you have here. So, so I think he's going to have, and that was normally somebody that would not say that. So I think that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, you're not president anymore, you're fair game. And he's going to have a lot of stress, hopefully. He's given all of us a lot of stress. I truly believe that as bad as it's been in America for COVID, it's because of him. His messages trickled down to everybody. And hundreds of thousands of people should not be dead right now because of that man. So as much as I believe that, is as much as I believe he deserves as much frustration, sadness, anger, spite. Go ahead. Give it to him. Give it all. Fuck that guy. He doesn't give a shit about anybody. You know, I honestly think he's probably quite happy that that all of that protest yesterday, oh, that was all because of him. You telling me he didn't like that? Oh boy, he loved it. He loved every bit of it. Look at all these people. They went there just like I told them. They're kicking up a ruckus. Ooh boy, this is great. This is great television. Man, the ratings have never been higher. When they knocked those doors down, oh my God, the ratings. You know what I mean? Yeah, anyways. I'm sure I still got some people here that don't like that, but I'm sorry. That's my belief. So karma is a B, Christine Emerson. It sure is. But you know what? Karma, I would have thought karma would have gotten there a long time ago. Karma really delayed on him. I'm sipping on some Fengio. Ever had it? Fengio? What is Fengio? Joe is alcohol, of course, but what is Fengio? What's Fengio? I know Huangzhou. I know Baijiu. No, I know Hangzhou. Hangzhou? But I don't know Fengio. What's Fengio? Let's see. Let's see here. Fen? E-Fen? What does the Fen stand for, though? Totally understand your trepidation as an American. Yeah. Ujao, what are you? Are you from the UK? I'm not sure. I like your little princess. So cute. Hey, Haza China Vlogs, how you doing, buddy? Are you gonna make a stream today? I know you've got an interesting channel there. I saw your interview with Cyrus. That was nice. Hangzhou. Yeah, you got that? You got that. Hopefully the world can be more harmonious in the next 4 years. Fingers crossed. I'll tell you what, my prediction of the next 4 years is not a good one. And I'm an optimistic guy. I think that from the barometer that I have seen on the way people feel about the virus and the vaccine, I think that people are going to overestimate how quick the vaccine and how good the vaccine is going to do for them. I think Canada. Okay, that's right. You're from Canada. Ujao. I think that people are thinking that the vaccine is going to save them. And there's this weird mentality in the West and in America, and it's like in the movies, when the movies are always so neat, right? There's like when you thought of any sort of even virus movie or some sort of Hollywood blockbuster, there's always like this big problem, and then there's the conflict, and then the solution, and then everything's good. And so I think a lot of Americans have this kind of movie mindset. I used to too. I'm not saying this as a label because I'm like from the outside I'm saying blah blah blah. It's because I was that way too. You know. So that's why I think, you know. But I think what they're going to be doing is they're going to be thinking vaccine's coming, party time. Not everybody, but a lot of people. And so when they do that, all they're going to do is prolong the problem. And the more this virus replicates, the more it has a chance to mutate. And if it mutates into something that could cause more danger to us or transmissibility, then this virus could go on for a very long time, and it could invalidate any vaccine. And if it does that, I think so. In closing, 2021 is going to be a bitch. 2021 is going to carry on, and it's going to cause problems for a very long time into the future. So I think we lost in America 4,100 people yesterday. On top of that craziness that happened, 4,100 in one day died. What did the world do when 9/11 happened? What did Americans do? What freedoms did they give up? What changes to their life did they have? With a single attack, killed 3,000 people. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's happened. Crazy. Yeah, 4,100. I have no problem with them sneaking tracking chips. I don't think there's any tracking chips in vaccines. Whatever you've read. Yeah, I probably would have, Yebcap. I wasn't here during Tiananmen's issue, so there would have been a lot more news out. I think that you could see things happening a lot easier than they had back then. I've also talked to a bunch of people from that period of time too. And seems like there's a lot of bullshit all the way around, all the time. That's wild when you think about it. The U.S. had nearly one time, motoring box. Every day is a 9/11. So crazy. Going to trike on Hainan? Are you asking me a question, Walter? My trike is in Kuala Lumpur. I can't travel with my trike until my trike gets here. So it's stuck in Kuala Lumpur. Have you been to New York? How does the subway in Chinese cities compare to New York, says the traveler. Oh my God. New York subways are dirty, rancid, stinky places. Really, really, really bad. Compared to subways here in China or Japan or Korea or anywhere else. I have never seen subways as bad as they are in the States or in New York. And I thought the train system in Europe was nice. I thought that was nice, but it was quaint. It wasn't fast. It wasn't as efficient as China and Asia, but it was quaint. It was kind of like the Harry Potter thought, you know. It's crazy. Anyways, Let's see here. I can't believe they were not prepared for the cluster F yesterday. Like what? J. Crew, for you? How could you not be? That J. Crew, I kind of talked about this. This wasn't an ordinary riot, though. People knew that there was going to be people rioting. They didn't expect the president of the United States to say, go down there and cause some ruckus. I mean, that was instigated by him. The leader of the country instigated that. So in some ways, I give a little bit to them that was a pretty unprecedented move that the president made to encourage all those people to go over there. You know what I mean? So I don't think they should have been prepared for that. The other thing is that when the BLM protests were there and Bill Barr and, all the people that would have set up the defenses because they're paranoid and warmongery would have been the people that were instigating the attack in the first place. You see what I'm saying? So the people that sent the people to the Capitol were the same people that would have said, "Hey, I think we need to get the National Guard in here." There was nobody to do it because the only people that would have done it were the people that were doing it. You see what I'm saying? The only people that would have said, "I think we need some National Guard here, but let's get them in here," were the people that were like, "I think you need to go to the Capitol." Does that make sense? Anybody agree with me on that? I mean, that was pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy. Am I back? Can you see me? I'm gonna switch my can you see me? You see me? Did I disappear? I lost it a little bit. No, I'm far away from Winston. Uja, what did you say, man? What's the biggest damage? If I was Trump, what's the most you could do in 13 days, you said? If I was Donald Trump and my intention was to distract away from my own folly or to make a ruckus, as soon as they turn his Twitter back on, he could congratulate the rioters. Congratulations, you already pretty much did. You're all really great people. You're just fighting, and you could press for war with people. You could insult our allies even more. You could fill out a bunch of executive orders. You could actually pardon the shittiest people in the world, that don't deserve pardons, which he's pretty much done quite a bit of already. He could set the stage for his own magic trick, his own Houdini. The longer we leave him in there, the longer he can plan his escape, so to speak. Whether that's leveraging pardons or jumping out at the last minute and making Pence pardon him or something. Every day that he stays in there, beyond today even, is a day that shows how weak America is. Every day he stays in there, from the day he sent people to the Capitol to try to take back a lawfully legislated and approved and alleged. When it was how many cases? 40 to 50 cases that he put, and he had a whole plan. He was going to fight these things. If he won any of those, I would be speaking different, but he didn't win any. And so, am I lagging? Can you hear me okay? Anyways, he could, your cabinet is kind of messy. Yeah, those are my, that is my quick clothes. Okay, my bedroom's 2 over, but my quick clothes are there. So if I want to grab some clothes and go to the gym, those are my quick clothes. This used to be Eva's bedroom, but she doesn't sleep in a bedroom. So I'm lying, don't listen to me? Or you guys might be having lagging. Okay, hold on. I'm going to switch. I can monitor myself. I just need to go on my own thing. You guys hear? Hard lag here. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to turn my audio off so I can see if I can see myself. Okay. Let's see how I look. I'm actually looking at myself for a sec. Hold on a second, guys. We've already lost 100. You have 5G. Yeah. This is 5G, actually. I'm not even using my home Wi-Fi. I'm using the 5G on the phone. Bad resolution. Okay, I can try this again, actually. Let me try this again. I'm going to switch. Just hang loose if you want to see me. Just hang loose. I'm going to switch it again, okay? Okay. We good now? This is better. All right, we still have 547 people in this. That's pretty cool. You guys are actually sort of enjoying my conversation here. You're going to trike and Hainan. Enjoying my conversation here. You're going to trike in Hainan tomorrow? Walter, awesome. What kind of trike you got, Walter? Yeah, I'm better. Yeah, this is good. Oh. All right. So, anyway, what time is it here? It is 8:30. 100 went to the... Oh, Nathan Rich, is he streaming right now? That's funny. Do you guys like this stream? I think we got a lot of people here. That's kind of cool that we got a lot of people here. I think a lot of people are probably looking for something, like a question to answer or some sort of thing to listen to. But, Matt, time to get another VPN. Oh, that's a pretty good VPN, actually. That was pretty good for a long time. Steady. Please talk about your next trike adventure, Matt. Well, I think I'm actually going to start delivering the old trike videos that I haven't published, and I'm going to start delivering them to you after tomorrow. Those are going to be interesting. They'll be me cycling out of Thailand, and headed south. Hey, thank you very much for that super chat. Red Powell. Matt, did you move? Would you show us the new apartment later? Danny Chin, we didn't move. This is the same apartment you've seen before, but I don't want to walk around because there's a dead zone in the house, and I will blank out. My VPN will just shit out. Actually, I wanted to go outside and walk around, but it is freaking cold outside. It's like sub-zero and windy. Like, doesn't even feel sub-zero. It is cold. What's your next drone purchase? Adam West asks. I don't know. There's no new drone now. I'm pretty droned up. I have my drone here in the cabinet here. A casual sleep deprived viewer from America here. Sorry about that. Have you published the CCTV trips yet? Oh man, if those of you who don't know, I went on an amazing trip. I went to Chaozhou, Lijiang, Chengdu, and Dunhuang. I filmed videos for every single day while I was there on the video shoot. They were filming a TV show I was part of, a show for CCTV, and I was filming my own vlogs. And holy shit, I got some great stuff. And I'm waiting to publish those. So I'm waiting for them to finish their show, and then they're going to give me some content that I can add to my vlogs, and then I'll start delivering those to you guys. Sorry, I missed a bit. What happened in China? Fengye Cross? Is that Korean? Fengye? No, nothing in China. Nothing's happened. I'm just, we're talking about America. If you didn't know what America was, a bunch of Trump supporters stormed the Capitol, and a bunch of people died, and they tried to change something that couldn't have been changed at this point in time anyways. Love your content, found you through the anti-China vloggers, and now can see the truth. Hey, thanks, Neil. You know what's funny? I could talk about is a lot of people, I question myself all the time. I think, am I too pro-China? Am I a pro-China YouTuber? I like to think of myself as a pretty nuanced person. I try to think of all sides of things. There are some issues here in China that I don't necessarily talk about because I don't know it so much. Orwellian purple grapes. Yeah, I saw that. I was Twitter mad yesterday too. Twitter was mad. Yeah. Please talk about your next trike adventure. Jurgen, I don't have a next trike adventure until I get on the road, so I don't know when I'm going to get on the road. But I will be publishing my trike journeys from Thailand into Malaysia, into Kuala Lumpur. I have some really great ones. I'm actually excited about sharing them now that I've decided to share them. So you should start seeing me riding a trike in the past in a couple of days. Anyways, you know, I start thinking about the different things about China, different things about the world, and I'm like, should I be talking about more like, am I pro-China, too pro-China? And I think I probably am, you know. I think everybody, if they enjoy where they live, they are pro that place. They're a little bit biased towards that place. And so, you know, I think that if you lived in Texas, you're pro-Texas. That's why, valued customer. Now you are somebody that I'm not interested in hearing from right now. You are actually going to get blocked right off the bat. You're off the channel. Congratulations. You've been commenting on my videos for a very long time. And I don't need your filth in my channel because you speak that so much. I hope you're not too vexed about Huashan. Many places will open you in China. Oh, I'm not too vexed. It's okay. It was just a video a couple of days ago. Haza's China vlogs. I think that it's a good way to talk about things. Too many people like to talk about things they have no clue about, and many seem to like to tell you what they want to talk about, even if they can't offer any insight. Yeah, right. If you love China, you will be partial to the country. That's very true, you know. And I love a lot of places. I'm pro a lot of places, you know, but I try to be balanced. But I think probably there are some things that I am slanted on. I think that, you know, the same way goes for anybody. So I try to, yeah, check out the Haza channel, everybody. I'll check it out too. I know Haza's channel. It's nice. It's good. He just did an interview with Cyrus. I thought that was nice. We have turned to you as a voice of reason. Give us some comfort for the next 13 days. Okay, Ujo, I'll give you some fun stuff to look at for the next 13 days. There'll be some fun stuff. But is China still proportionately male-dominated? Sun Carnation asks. I'll tell you what. There are some powerful women in China. There is still sexism, I think. But I think it's probably lower than it's definitely lower than most people would think. It's definitely lower than most people would suspect if they've never been to China. Like, I think people think that there's this like male domination here, and women got some power. When I first came to China, there was a lot of men with mistresses, and I'm sure that still exists. Shanghai has their fair share of highfalutin escorts. But women are powerful. Just ask my wife. Trust me. Women got a lot of power. Definitely lower than Korea or Japan. Yeah, Korea and Japan have some sort of a... Well, they're much more sexualized women in Japan. At least in the seedy parts of Japan. Japan's an interesting thing. I cycled through Japan from Wakkanai all the way to Okinawa, which was 4,000 kilometers from top to bottom. And I was very surprised at how hidden sexuality was in most of Japan and how open it was in other parts. Like you go to like, what was that, Shibuya? Not Shibuya. Where was that electronic market? Man, there's so much sex everywhere you look. There's like, you know, animated young girls in like little costumes, like maids and stuff. But you go other places outside of those pockets, and people are very reserved, very quiet. Roppongi. Akihabara. Oh, I miss Japan. That was a really nice country to cycle through. I'm not because of the sex and stuff. Oh, young girls and maids. I missed Japan. No. But it was it's Harajuku and Shinjuku. All those. That city was amazing. Sing your favorite song, Matt. Never saw you sing in your videos. Fred, I gotta be in the mood to sing. Geisha, yeah. I mean, and in Japan, Korea was more balanced though. Korea had a lot of love motels designed for people to go and have their fun. But they were yeah. Each country has its own, right? Each country has its own. You know what? We're been to Thailand. Oh yeah, go to YouTube, plug in Jayo, Jayoe, and Thailand. You'll find a whole bunch of stuff there for you to watch about. But Anyways, we're down to 580, which is crazy. That's a huge number of people in this live stream that are talking to me right now. I appreciate all of you. Actually, love motels are not just for sex. I stayed at a love motel many times on my cycle journeys. They're fairly inexpensive to stay in. They have, they're pretty clean most of the time. They're themed. Oftentimes you go to a love motel and one's like jungle and another's like a, like rotating beds and stuff. It's very funny, But as a religious person, I would be burned alive if I go to Japan. No. Japan is very open to religions, I thought, Better than a hate motel. Stephen Minash, very, very true. Yeah. I remember going to my first love motel in Korea. I had been riding through small cities for days, and every time I got to the end of the road, I would see a love motel because they're very common. Love motels everywhere, but they're very blatant. They're love motels. The garage that you drive through in order to get the love motel has these like curtains, like a car wash almost, and you got to drive through those curtains to go into the parking lot. Everything is very secret. You go into the parking lot, no one can see your car. It's designed so that you can go there with your mistress or your lover. And a lot of times in Korea, people live with their parents, and you don't want to bring your lover to your parents' house. It's a stigma thing. So sex is secretive. So the love motels are very, very covert. And so I always felt nervous about going through those. If you go to Jayo, go to YouTube and go Jayo Love Motel. You'll see a video of me going to my first love motel. It's kind of funny. And I actually took the camera inside the love motel, and it's kind of funny. I also have a video where I stayed all night at an onsen in Korea. And I stayed in the onsen all night long, which was funny. But yeah, I went in there, and I remember my first one. I was really nervous. I'm like, yeah, can I stay at the love motel? And the lady's like, here's your key. This is the price. I didn't know what I expected. I thought maybe like in China, if you go to a KTV or something, they'll march these girls out in front of you. You got to pick a girl to dance with or more. And I've been to some really sketchy KTVs in my life here in China, and they're interesting places. I am not much for that. I am not much for that at all. And so that makes me very uncomfortable. I'm like, I don't want to, because if they lined up a bunch of girls, I would be like, I don't want any of those girls. And then it's kind of like, you run into some problems. But anyways, the love motel wasn't like that. Do you feel weird staying there, knowing that what normally goes on in those rooms? Haza asked. No. Once I was in the room, oftentimes I was cycling like 100 kilometers a day. I was freaking tired. I just wanted to go to bed. As long as I had a shower and they didn't, I thought love motel in Korea was like a prostitution den. Like you'd go to your room and then within a few minutes there'd be a knock on the door. What do you want? And they give you a menu of things to do. And I said, I don't like that. It's dirty. I don't want to get a disease. I don't want to get involved in any of that. And a host of other issues beyond that. So I was always nervous about having to deal with that if I went to. I'm kind of a weird guy with like that. I'm like, ugh, I don't like getting myself in social situations where I have to like turn people down or say no to people in those circumstances. I'm like, ew, I just want to be away. And the Korea love motel wasn't. It was just a motel for lovers that want to go. And so you would need to spray the entire room in 10 cans of disinfectant. Listen, if you've slept at places I have slept on my tour, listen, I have slept in beds with 1,000 little baby like cockroaches. I've slept in bed bug beds, and in Indonesia. Oh man, I got some fun stories. I got a story. Maybe we'll save that for another vlog. In Indonesia, I went with my friend Ryan, and we stayed in this guy's house. It was his spare bedroom. It was planks of wood over the ocean. You could see the ocean through the planks of wood. They had a fan. It was hot. It was a fan, and they had the fan had the wires were tied together. Like just hand tied. There was no like nut and tape. And it was humid, and so the fan would zzz, zzz. And then Ryan and I slept in the same bed. And when I say bed, it was just planks with a blanket over it. And the guy's house we stayed at had a pet alligator that was like 12 feet long, and he fed baby pigs to. And the alligator's name was Charlie. And his name, the guy who owned the house, name was Eddie. He was this little Indonesian guy named Eddie, who had the funniest smile and a tiger claw. Eddie was about this tall off the ground, and I'm sitting down. Eddie had a tiger claw on his neck, and he killed the tiger that he got the claw from. I don't know how he did it. Must have been like man, the guy was amazing. What an amazing. Yeah, the alligator in a pit in the backyard as a pet. And Eddie was a hero in the village in Indonesia. He was a hero because when remember when the tsunami came in 2001, I think it was, when it washed away 300,000 people in Indonesia? And he was the only person, or the first person in the village that noticed the water was receding. Bang, 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 bang. And he sent an alarm off in the village, and he took everybody into the hillsides. There's actually there was people. He's like a hero in the village, and there was like a picture book that kids made where there's a picture of him as a stick figure, and he has the rope tied to a cow, tied to another cow, tied to another cow, and all the villagers around as stick people, and he's leading them into the hillsides. And somebody drew this picture for him, thanking him, because he literally took all the livestock and stuff up into the mountains. Nobody in the village died. This village had, I don't know, 1,000 people in it, maybe 500 to 1,000 people. And he got everybody up into the mountains. He saved the whole village. Anyways, when we went to this village, me and my friend Ryan stayed at his house. It's a long story and an interesting story. I have all of the video of it. What an amazing, I got to get that video out someday. And so we stayed in his guest house, and Ryan and I slept back to back. Like, I was sleeping this way, he was sleeping that way. We were sleeping back to back in a hot day in Indonesia on a plank board. The next day we woke up. I was covered in bed bug bites. Covered. I mean, I had a bed bug. It's so massive. Ryan, Ling. In China, Ling means zero. Zero. Not one bed bug bite did he have. That bastard. I mean, we were sleeping back to back. How in the hell did he not get one bite? And I was covered in bites. So funny. Anyways, yeah, Eddie. There's a whole lot more to that story as far as Eddie goes. What an interesting... Golly, I got so many stories. Yeah, maybe I have sweet blood. There was some sort of sweat or something they liked on me. It's always fun. Matt is always the guy with the wider traveling, more wishful experience, more understanding. End of the day, the world is round. Yes, it is. Maybe I'm tasty. Yeah. Yeah, Ujao. Well, it's a long. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Ujao. Are you explaining that to somebody? I started talking about the Capitol protest, and then we just sort of got off on a sideline. Should I go back to the protest? I guess so. That's the I'm a bug bender. That's the topic that we're talking about. Anyways, today's going to be an interesting day. So whoever's in America right now, good luck. Let's see where it goes. I think that Donald Trump has been able to push and push and push. And I think he thought he was pretty invincible. And it might be interesting to see if he is, in fact, invincible. What's Rudy Giuliani saying about the protest? Rudy Giuliani actually left a voicemail on the phone of a stranger who he thought was Tuberville. Tuberville is a Republican senator now. Is he a senator? Congressman? And so... Teddy Tuberville, is that his name is? He used to be a football coach or something. And so that's a very interesting message. If you have time, listen to that message. It's crazy. Who are you, young man? Who, me? My name's Matt. How's it going? Thanks for the young. Hang on to your stock market pants. Ooh, yeah. Yikes. Trump needs to be removed now. Fred, I agree with you. I agree with you. Stephen Chen, what do you think of the privileges you enjoy in China? I don't know. they're definitely less. I don't have the privileges I used to have. I used to be very strange to see a foreigner walking around in China when I first came here 15 years ago. Tommy Tuberville, yeah. But today, people are more, at least in Ningbo, more accustomed to seeing foreigners. Listen, I think that there are certain jobs that cater to being a foreigner, whether it's, sometimes they want to hire a foreign face for something, so that's helpful. But there's a lot of opportunities for everybody. You want to put your nose to the grindstone in China, you're gonna get paid off, if you're willing to work hard and do unique things. I mean, there's an entrepreneur. There's opportunities for entrepreneurs all over China. But you gotta study your Chinese, and I think I'm gonna, I'm obviously thinking I need to study my Chinese more and make that more useful, especially even if and when this COVID thing finishes and I get back on the road. I think China will be an important linchpin or an important part of my my channel and my life online. Hope you'll be allowed to go to Huashanchu. Yeah. Will Trump be jailed? No. Bridge and Road, I don't think so. He should be. But I think Biden is weak with regards to the idea of punishing people. I think that he just... See you, Nancy. Okay, I'm going to finish this up soon anyways as well. I think it's gone long enough. But what car do I drive? We have a Tesla, actually. Tesla's kind of nice, actually. But I want to drive a trike. But yeah, I don't think Trump is going to go to jail. I don't think he's going to get what he deserves, actually, because I don't think Biden is a healer. He wants to join everybody together and wants everybody to play nice. He wants to play nice with the people who wanted to tear this country down, which I think is very crazy. He wants to... I think you need to kind of... What is the round thing behind you? That's part of a... You know what people do when they look online and they say, "Ooh, that's an exercise thing. I would do that. Look at how small that thing is. I bet if I bought that thing, that I would use it while I watch a TV. I bet I would lose some weight. I bet I would use that thing all the time. What a great idea." And so they buy it, and it ends up in my closet/office. That's what my wife did. That is a stepper. And she bought it thinking she was going to use it, and she did for 2 weeks. And she hasn't used it since, and it's been about 4 months. So, no. And the problem is that it's going to sit here collecting dust. I'm not going to use it. I like running outside. So crazy. But it is freezing these days. But I refuse to step on that thing. I hate it. I don't know why I got it. New York, yeah, the New York will prosecute Trump. Trump's going to go through a lot of shit after he leaves office, no matter if Biden does or doesn't do anything, And he has some interesting purchase habits, that's for sure. Motoring box, that is very true. Where am I? How did I get here? Well, your mom had a romantic dinner with your dad, and things were said. Maybe some alcohol was involved, some music. Clothes came off, things came out, and then you came in. What originally did I don't know what I wanted to say, Ujao. I get off on these tangents. I think that whether Biden does anything to Trump, I think that the attorney, what is that? New York Attorney General, right? NYAG. The New York Southern District of New York, SDNY. That was the acronym I was looking for. So, the SDNY is going to nail him to a cross figuratively. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll find out soon enough. Democracy and capitalism just don't gel. Stone, I think that, listen, democracy can exist and capitalism can exist. I think they can. I think they both have merit. I even think socialism has its place. I think all of these things have places. They can cross over and work together in ways to create a good society. But the problem is capitalism grew up. And then you had this other thing, corruption. You know, corruption is like a weird glue that affects everything. So if you tried to glue democracy to capitalism and you used corruption, you know what I mean? I think the corrupt glue that we use to stitch all these things together, and propaganda. Somebody asked me, how do I feel about propaganda in America, in China? It's the same thing I feel about propaganda in America. You know, the real propaganda. I mean, listen, propaganda can be used in positive ways too. You can talk about a country and the things it's doing good and things like that, you know. But the propaganda in America has like, for example, socialism. I mean, there is a huge propaganda campaign against socialism. People don't even want to accept the idea of it, and that's crazy. You know, I need an analogy writer. Why are they so bad? I thought that was a good one. Corruption is the glue that binds things in horrible ways together. Anyways, I think, listen, if you're so hateful of something that you don't understand, that you're willing to discount it on its face, you just need to ask yourself a question. Why? Like, if you think socialism is bad, do you really understand what socialism is? Do you really understand that a lot of the things that you enjoy in America are based on systems that socially you contribute to? I mean, you know, there's all sorts of things that I think, and that's propaganda that's done that to you. Propaganda has done a lot in America. There's propaganda in America as much as there is propaganda anywhere else in the world. Trust me, I was indoctrinated under it. So I see it here too. I'm not stupid. China has propaganda in that sense, you know. But yeah, I think propaganda in China is pretty lame. They're pretty blatant. Yeah. Marching soldiers, and you know, it's pretty obvious, you know, that sort of propaganda. People here know it, you know, so at least they're a lot more savvy than I think people give them credit for. I think there's a lot of people that don't give Chinese people any credit. They think that they're dumb. Those dumb Chinese people, they don't know. They don't know what they're watching, man. They can barely look at Facebook. They can't look at Facebook. How do they know what's going on? Listen, man, I know a lot of people that look at Facebook. They don't know what the hell's going on. No one, being able to access Facebook does not give you a carte blanche to say, I know what's going on. It's crazy. That's almost a negative. But anyways, you know. Anyways, listen, guys, it's been really nice talking to you. I'm tired. I'm gonna wrap up. I gotta study some Chinese here, and then I trying to do like an hour on, a few hours off, half hour here, half hour there. That's how I study. And hey, Anson, have you been here this whole time? I haven't heard you chiming in. But take it easy, guys. Have a good one. Let's get through this day. Thanks, Ujao. Appreciate it. I think that sharing is important. The more we talk, the more we can see. You might not agree with me, but at least you can take a little bit of what I've said in there. Anson, what are you cooking? Before we go, we got to find out what Anson is cooking. Let's see what Anson is cooking. Actually, you know what? Before I go, I'm thinking, because I have a Douyin now, a Douyin account, which is TikTok in China. Noodle, boring. That's boring. But I'm thinking about making videos about the Chinese characters that I learn. So I think that I'm actually gonna like start making little 1-minute videos about the Chinese characters I know in the sentences. So you think that'd be a funny idea? I think that'd be a funny idea. But anyways, take it easy, guys. Jayo. Yeah, audiobooks while I'm, yeah, Chinese audiobooks could be good. Jayo, everybody. Let me know. You know, I'm going to wake up tomorrow. Okay, hold on. Okay, before I go. See in 8 hours. What am I going to see? Just real quick. We'll just let a few go through. Just in a one sentence. What am I going to see? G9? Oh, I don't know if that makes any sense. Actually, there's a little delay. China must become stronger in the field of propaganda. Lag? Okay, Yeah, a little lag. It will be interesting to know how the world is created in oracle form. Take care, Jayo. Good night. You're a lovely guy, Matt. Wish you all the best. Thanks, War Danny. Yeah, whatever. That's good enough. You know what? I'm not. It's okay. It's okay. Put it in the comment section below if you'd like. This is American media looking for policy you're making for a long time. Biased, twisty reports. Yes, that's for sure. The world wouldn't have. The whole crowd would have been dispersed. That's for sure. Just woke up. Okay. Well, hopefully in 8 hours, Donald Trump will take it out on the 25th Amendment. Vonda. I don't think that's true, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Listen, guys, take it easy. Jayo, I'm going to end it. Put it in the comment section below, and we'll take it easy. Have a great one. Be good to each other. Be good and add fuel to life, all that jazz, and I will catch you later. Actually, I have a vlog coming up in the morning. It's Eva cutting her hair. Should be fun. Really nice thing. Hopefully the world's not burning by then. Bye.